MoCoShow official YouTube channel. I'm Maddie Tringone and I'm your host for the MoCoMinute. The MoCoMinute is a weekly video where I review the top 5 stories of the week in case you missed them. If you did miss them and you don't want to miss them in the future, make sure you subscribe to the MoCoShow YouTube channel and the rest of the social medias. They're always linked down below. Now let's get started. Today's first story is that the ShopRite in White Oak, located in Calverton, will be closing on February 28th. Many have been wondering why the Orchard Center on Cherry Hill Road in Calverton would be bringing a second grocery store when Aldi opened in October. Well, now we have our answer, because ShopRite is officially closing permanently on February 28th. The Orchard Center has undergone some pretty major changes, like bringing in Five Below and Gongcha and Fiji Teriyaki, which will be opening in 2021. Another change that's going to be occurring in 2021 is a virtual meeting on January 12th to discuss the proposed bus routes that would connect MoCo to Tysons. The Maryland Department of Transportation recently released a draft report of traffic on I-495 and the Maryland Legion Bridge. This study was actually a report conducted by Governors Hogan and Northam to rebuild the Maryland Legion Bridge and connect an interstate highway. This plan would allow for new transportation routes and quicker transportation between the two states. At minimum, this plan will create 2 routes, one connecting Gaithersburg to Tysons and one connecting Bethesda to Tysons. There are a few other transportation routes that I will put on the screen now, but basically what you should know is that there's a virtual meeting that will be occurring on January 12th, because currently the public transportation departments are seeking public input on the proposed changes. Now let's move on to the third story, which is also another change in MoCo that's going on, which we kind of discussed partially about 2 MoCo minutes ago. If you remember, a few MoCo minutes ago, we talked about an executive order that was placed that there was only allowed to be 1 person per every 200 square feet and only 150 people in retail establishments at once. Well, now 26 MoCo businesses are allowed to have more than 150 people per establishment because they had a capacity exemption granted. The executive order offered a request for exemption to businesses, which was listed in this part of the order, which I'm going to put on the screen now. Overall, 26 MoCo businesses were approved for this exemption. As of right now, the capacity restrictions for these businesses are not listed and they are not publicly available, but here are the businesses that requested the exemption and were successfully granted it. Now let's move on to the 4th story, which is that the current Kentland Starbucks was set to permanently close and a new one is opening up. As of December 31st, a new drive-through Starbucks was approved to open in Kentlands as of 2018, and it took construction a while to start, to say the least. When construction did start, it didn't take long for it to finish, and now the new location is ready to go on the far side of the Lowe's parking lot. We have also heard a little bit of rumble about a new local coffee shop opening up in the old Starbucks location, but nothing's final. The 5th and final story for today occurred on December 28th when historic Rockland Farm in Virginia responded to White Ferry announcement of ceasing operation. On December 28th, White's Ferry announced that they were ceasing operations after the Circuit Court of Loudoun County ruled that no public landing exists on the Virginia shoreline at White's Ferry Road. This now prohibits the ferry from landing at this location. Historic Rockland Farm released a lengthy statement to explain their side of the story. I'm going to have the link to this article in the description box so you can go and read the statement. It is quite long. I will put screenshots on the screen now, but if you want to just read it yourself, I will have it in the description box. Thank you for tuning in and watching this week's MoCoMinute. It was the last top 5 stories of 2020, so Happy New Year. Make sure you subscribe and follow the rest of the MoCoShow social medias. I'm Maddie Tringone, and I hope you have an amazing day.